I want it, I want it, I want it.
Yeah.
The little girl is shaking with her pink ruffled dress. Her lips are quivering, pouted as high as if you could hang an Aladdin's lamp on it. Crystal tears decorate her cheeks. When she stops screaming at the top of her lungs, she once again points at the shelf there, displayed a plastic pearly bracelet. In the musty smell of mold in that dime shop, there next to that bracelet was a $1.99 tag, but it seemed to be smirking at her. Well, what can you do, her mom says. Maybe you could do more chores. That way you can learn a bigger allowance so that you could actually buy the bracelet. Okay, so she did. For the next several days, she chased after jobs. She cajoled her relatives and friends for every penny that she could possibly earn, so that finally she was able to walk into the shop and then proudly walk out with her bracelet, waving in the air, her prized possession. She cherished it day and night. She slept with it, she went to school with it, she watched TV with it. It was a little trouble sometimes when she had to go into the water. She would tarnish it, and she would crush it when she's asleep. One night at bedtime, her mom asked her, "You know, honey, you've had this bracelet for a while now. It's close to Christmas, and that orphanage down the street there. Could the little girl in the orphanage use your bracelet?" "No way, Mom!" All right, no deal. Second night, the same question. "Oh, Mom, I know that little girl in the orphanage must want it, but how about if she takes my other favorite, my glass horse collection?" "Oh, no deal again." The third night, "Will you part with it, honey?" "All right, Mom, because I love you so, I will." With one hand, her mom takes the plastic pearly bracelet from her daughter. With the other, she brings out a blue velvet box. She opens it up, glistening inside, a genuine pearl bracelet. We oftentimes have a strand of status symbols. That's our plastic bracelet. We have guilt, self-consciousness, envy, and many destructive emotions that we've relied upon. The times when we throw temper tantrums, the times that we are being compared. We lean on that plastic bracelet, afraid to let go, so that we may receive the real, genuine bracelet. So that's what we ask of you tonight, Sandy and Eric. We ask that you trade in your guilt, insecurity, selfishness, anger, for compassion. This bracelet right here, it doesn't look like a genuine pearl bracelet, but it's a strand of compassion and kindness. I hope that you will actually wear it and talk about this pledge of compassion, which is based on the Charter for Compassion that Karen Armstrong has been promoting. If you go to www.charterforcompassion.org, there is the Charter for Compassion there. It talks about does not mince words about what compassion is. Dethroning ourselves from the center of the world and put another there. Love one another, even our enemies. So, if you will, affirm the Charter for Compassion, share it in different venues, whether it's in ministry like this, congregations like this, or on Facebook, Twitter, blogs, and stories or insights with your family and your community. Also, the Compassionate Action Network, if you also Googled that, go to our site, we have 50 days of initiative that's focused on compassionate action. So there are a number of events coming up on November 22nd at the St. Patrick's Catholic Church on Capitol Hill at 2:30 to 4 p.m. Sunday, November 22nd. There will be 10 representatives from various faith traditions gathered together to talk about compassion. So if you get a chance, please join us there. Also, December 31st is the Green Lake Walking Meditation, New Year's Eve. The partnership with Charter for Compassion is also, at the same time, a partner with Parliament of World Religions, which many of the New Thought leaders will be attending. So that we hope that this idea of compassion will again assert itself and be placed in the center of various spiritual traditions and religions, so that we can spread this message globally. So I'll end with this. Let's trade our habits for compassion with this pledge. Thank you.
Why I was excited and responded to Sandy bringing this information to me, the call, Karen Armstrong is a writer of many wonderful books about religion, and she studied sincerely many of the religions, and she felt called to call the human race to recommit to the Golden Rule, which is taught in all the major traditions. So that's the gist of it. Compassion means deciding to treat other people the way you want to be treated, to have compassion for other people. So everybody received one of these cotton bracelets in your program, and they're from India. And if you need help, somebody can help tie it onto your wrist. And our invitation is that you would wear this for as long as it has meaning for you. And if somebody asks you what it is, you can say, I'm recommitting to the Golden Rule. I'm recommitting to live the Golden Rule. Because it's in all the traditions. So that's the, and actually, will you tie it on? Great. So, we call on all men and women to restore compassion to the center of morality and religion, to return to the ancient principle that any interpretation of Scripture that breeds violence, hatred, or disdain is illegitimate, to ensure that youth are given accurate and respectful information about other traditions, religions, and cultures, to encourage a positive appreciation of cultural and religious diversity, and to cultivate an informed empathy with the suffering of all human beings, even those regarded as enemies. Can we commit to that? Is that something we are committed to? Beautiful. Thank you, Reverend Cheen, for that.